So we are going to be finishing the section from the other day where we solved by factoring and then setting each piece equal to 0. Well, today they ask us to find the zeros of that function. And actually, it just looks like this. Find the zeros of this function. Well, you need to know what the zeros means, first of all. The zeros of a function are the values that you plug in that would make this equal to 0. We want to know what values of x would make that equal to 0. That's pretty much what we did yesterday when we solved it, right? We want to know for what values of x will this equal 0? For what values of x will that whole thing equal 0? So basically, we're going to solve it just like we did yesterday. How do you solve this? You have to factor it. Right. The very first thing you should do when you try to factor it is look and see. Is there anything common to all the terms? Is there anything common? Yes, there is. Radwa says we can take out an x. So what would I have left here? X to the second plus 36. Is that as far as I can go to factor it? No. Well, it's possible, I'm not sure yet, it's possible that this might be able to be factored farther. And if it does, that means that has to be x and x. 36 down there could be 1 and 36, 2 and 18, 3 and 12, 4 and 9, 6 and 6. 4 and 9. She says 4 and 9. Anybody agree? Marshall? There's a few heads bobbing up and down. I don't know if they agree or if they're falling asleep. You know? She says 4 and 9 because 4 and 9 add to 13, right? Then to get a positive here, you either have to multiply plus times plus or minus times minus. Minus minus. And then you want to do the inside outside, negative 4x. And what do you get? So at this point, I have that thing, and that thing multiplied together, and it equals 0. How do you multiply those things together and get a 0? That means one of these, this one, one of those things has to equal 0. One or more of those things have to equal 0. So either that one equals 0, that one equals 0, or this one equals 0. And you can solve it from there, right? This one's already solved. Add 4. What do you get? X is 4. Add 9. So those are my 4 answers, right? Right? 4 answers? Told you I'm going home. I think that's only 3 answers. And what do those mean? Well, if I plug in any one of those answers into this function, if I take f of 0 or f of 4 or f of 9, I'm going to end up with that equaling 0. And that's what it means to be a 0 of a function. You plug that value in and you work it all out and it ends up equaling 0. So basically, finding the zeros of the function, that's what we were doing yesterday, right? Finding the zeros of the function, we just didn't call it that. So that's all I have to show you today. I know. What? She said, thank goodness that's all you have to show us, because the rest of it would probably all be wrong anyway, the way she's going at it today. So do you have questions on that? It's similar to yesterday, more practice factoring. That's all I have. Should I teach another couple lessons today?
No.
No? You'll have time to finish it and go to the bathroom.
Yeah. I didn't get to use the bathroom.
You didn't? Why not?
I didn't want to take too long.
Oh. You're trying to make me feel guilty.
No.
Oh. Well, maybe you can get this done and then go to the bathroom.
You just pushed me down the hallway.
I didn't push you. We were walking together. It was completely legitimate. Mr. Savini even saw us.
You had me on a leash.
There you go. On a leash. You went willingly. You went willingly.